I know that when you started getting past all of this fear, you started accessing other things, and especially things like deceased loved ones that had passed away. Your Uncle Bob, he was the one that took you to the Halls of Amenti in the first place. Do you want to run down what that experience was like? Because the Halls of Amenti have been talked about in sacred texts for thousands of years, from ancient Egypt. We've been told they're located in one of the pyramids. So what was that experience like to actually go there with your uncle that had passed away? And yeah, just like running through your initial experience of the shock of being there and getting access to all this information.
So the first time that I was taken to the Halls of Amenti was basically, there was a few weeks leading up to that prior where I was still battling with a lot of unconscious fear-based things that were still in my field. And I got to a point where I was just like done with it, very similar to a lot of near-death experience people when they say I'm done, and then everything opens up again. Similar, that's what took place. And when I came out of my body, I was in sleep paralysis, right? And then through the method that I do, I just come out of my body, sit up, look at my body sleeping on the bed, looking at my soul, my soul hands, just as physical. I end up walking to the mirror in the bathroom because I was trying to test things with the mirror to see certain things. And next thing I know is that the faucet in my the sink was just pouring red, which is a certain frequency, right? And next thing I know, immediately, bam, reality starts to come towards me, and I'm in the pyramids, like the middle pyramid. My Uncle Bob is standing to the left of me. I'm here, and all of a sudden, these, you could say, stairways open up in the middle of the pyramid to access.
You saw your uncle halls. And you're like, yo, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. Is because he was always a very, you could say, spiritual person anyway. So the connection there was very, what it was just like, all right, because I've been trying to contact him prior to this for like a year or so, and that was So it took me a while to actually make contact with him, but that was a contact that I made, and he was actually showing me the halls, inside the halls. What's interesting, when you're inside the halls of Amenti, there are doorways, right? And they're just open. All of them are open. Like there's not like a door you have to open. Every passageway is open to the soul. But what's interesting is certain things you won't necessarily be able to access based off if your signature is not in a certain frequency. You could say integrity, love, right? And then you could try to walk through that and you won't gain the information if you are not in the energetic match of it, right? So that was something that was interesting to me. The one thing that I did access the first time was going through one of the doorways and seeing a crystal, right? Which had a white fringe around it, like a white fringe crystal. And this crystal was actually, it changed colors based off of the soul's signature, and mine was green, very deep green when I looked at it. And basically it changes based off each individual soul that interacts with that crystal will change different colors based off the signature and stuff that the soul's bringing to that space. When you walk down that middle hall and you go all the way down, as I was showing as well, they have an entire layout of this construct design, right? They have the mapping system of the construct. They have the 12 realms.
Sort of like an architect, like something built this construct.
Yeah.
Can you interact with the beings that built it?
Yeah. It's like having a communication like this. Well, the interaction. Yeah. So some of it's telepathic as well. So some of it's just like you just feel the information, like they communicate with you that way. But some of it's just like communicating like this. Yeah. But once you're there, they show you everything. This is why the pyramids are aligned to the stars, because stars act as fixed dimensional space gateway points, right? So this is why you go into Bermuda Triangle, right, where things just disappear, because it's acting as dimensional space access points, right? You could say time travel, but it's not really time travel. It's just accessing many different spaces within the construct design. Right. And so they also have inside the halls as well, they mapped out all the 12 stargates, right? going to the 12th Stargate, all of the different Stargates, which could, the 12th one is the one that exits you out of the construct completely. So you could see it from, yeah. Oh, getting a thumbs up. I didn't know that reaction was there.
I didn't even know. I was like, that was Uncle Bob. That was Uncle Bob. He's like, okay, so you got it, Darius. Cool. You got it, boy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Spilling it all out. Yeah.
So